All right, we in the house? It looks like we in the house. Good morning, millionaires. Let's get it. Let me call in on this live line real quick.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Let's
Just
get it.
hold on.
Let's get it. Everybody ready? Let's go.
Thank you.
Make sure you share this with
Please
somebody
announce yourself.
who matters.
All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Rep your city. Let them know we in the house. So today, y'all, hold up. Actually, let me do it like this.
All participants are muted. All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
All right, so it's Free Coaching Friday. Some of you know, some of you don't, but every single week we put out a newsletter. Every Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, you get a copy of our newsletter, which is designed for entrepreneurs. Every single week, we do kind of like a text version of the way we do the audio and video versions of our coaching systems Monday through Friday. Every Friday, you get a newsletter that focuses on mindset, skill set, and heart set. Like it has one section that's just dedicated to insights and perspectives that will transform your life in just a couple seconds. And some people think I'm being hyperbolic when I say that, right? That I can literally get a new piece of information and it can transform my whole life like in a couple seconds, right? But I want you to look at the law of polarity that we talked about last week, right? What the law of polarity says is if there's a right, there's a left. If there's a up, there's got to be a down. If there's a hot, there's got to be a cold. So that means if I can change my life for the negative in an instant, I can transform my entire life for the positive in an instant. I mean, check it out. If I go out here and commit a murder, my whole life will be different overnight. The way I feel, the way I look at everything, the way everybody looks at me, what my destiny is, what kinds of odds are stacked against me, everything changes from the moment I commit that act. But check it out. If that's true, then that means there's some kind of act, there's some kind of experience I can have, there's some kind of experience I can instigate that will transform everything in a good direction. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to you, somebody type in the comments, law of polarity. Somebody type in polarity. That's like the North Pole and the South Pole. It reminds you there's a North Pole, and it reminds you there are polar opposites. That the way this bad boy works is if there's a right, there got to be a wrong. If there's a right, there got to be a left. You hear me? It's a fantastic concept, and I hope that helps. So if you've been getting the newsletter, though, because I digress a little bit, then you know you've been responding to the newsletter with different questions you have. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through some of the questions that you've given me through the newsletter these past couple weeks. And also I'm going to open it up so you can type questions in your own comments. So if that's okay with everybody, we're going to get into it. Yeah, good morning, Hakeem. Glad you made it in, bro. My man William is in the house. Willpower. Hadassah's in the building. What's up, Vita Lachey? Okay. Who else we got in the house? Michelle made it in this morning. Good. Gwendolyn. Let's go, Queen. Let's go. Vonda Lee. Did I shout you out already? I see we got Louisville. Yeah, polarity. Let them know. Polarity. That's a big concept. What's up, Uhura? Freedom is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Crystal Clear is in the building. Nana made it in. And she even typed in the comments. Go, girl. All right, that's enough of the shouts out. If I didn't shout you out, that means you got here a little bit too late. Start getting here on time. No, I'm just playing. All right, so here's the first one I got for you. Somebody asked me just flat out. They were like, "Yo, Hazi, why do people stop growing?" So I actually want to ask y'all what y'all think. You know, you've got people in your business and they get in and they're hype, and then all of a sudden your team just grinds to a halt. Let me ask you, why do you think that happens? I'm gonna give you four different choices. You just kind of ride with me. Is it one, the economy? Is it two, they already know everything? Is it three, they're lazy and have problems with execution? Or is it four, they're associations? Which one would you say is the main reason that people who were growing completely stop? people who were excited. You had a team that was moving, right? And all of a sudden it grinds to a halt. Why do y'all think that happens? Let me see it. Do you think it's number one, number two, number three, or number four? Number one, number two, number three, or number four? Which one do y'all think it is? Why does that happen? Okay, I'm seeing them start to come in. Bonda's like all four. William's like number four. Hakeem is like associations. Gwendolyn is like associate. Candace is like it's a combination of them. Vita's like it's all the above. Okay, you know what? I'm really proud that a bunch of you are saying associations. I think any of them matter. I think everything is everything, in the words of Lauryn Hill. But if you're asking me, and apparently you is, because this is Free Coaching Friday, baby, I got to go with associations. I think our associations determine a lot about us. I think our associations determine how we see the world. Our associations determine our motivations. Our associations, check this out. They determine how much we expect to earn. Dig that. Think about it. You hang out with regular people, and all of a sudden, you start expecting and accepting regular income. You like, this what everybody else make. This what my brother make. This what my cousin make. I must be doing all right. Matter of fact, I make $1 an hour more than them. This must be living. Nah. What you need to do is stop being a big fish in a little pond. What you need to do is get around some people who make you think bigger, who make you be aware of what's bigger out here. You need to get around people who are talking side hustle language. Ain't it different when you talk around people who ain't just discussing the job and what they're gonna do to waste time on a weekend and talking to you about baseball statistics and how many rebounds this player right here gets and how many home runs this football player hit. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. Am I crazy? Yeah, I said home runs that the football player hits, because who cares, man? Now, we all need distraction. Don't get me wrong. We all need to do things that help us get away, right? That help our brains relax for a minute and settle into their subconscious vibe. We all need that. I ain't got nothing against that. All I'm saying is, let's make it so that a distraction and relaxation let's treat that as a necessity, not an objective. Let's not make it so our whole life is about relaxing. Let's make it so that that's something that we got to do after we earn it. Am I making sense, everybody? And the way that you adopt these kinds of philosophies naturally is you get around good associations. You hang around people who are winners. Am I making sense, everybody? So if there's one thing you want to do to just transform your life a lot quicker, please, millionaires, get around some winners. We just had an incredible event in Miami. Why you think I'm always chopping it up with y'all, meeting up with y'all in person, shaking hands, high-fiving? Because y'all winners, and I want to be around more of you. I want to be around the kind of people that make me feel inspired. I want to be around the kind of people that make me feel like I ain't going hard enough. I want to be around the kind of people that help co-sign my dreams and my ambitions. They co-sign my vision. They make me feel like I can't be crazy because, look, they seem to see it too. You know what I'm saying? You got to plug in, baby. All right, let's get it. All right, question number one that I got this week. And don't forget, you can unmute yourself on the line by pushing *6, or you can put questions in the comments, whether you're watching from YouTube, whether you're watching from LinkedIn, whether you're watching from Facebook, whether you're watching from Twitter. I know everybody, it looks like you only watching with a couple people, but people are all over the internets, and I don't want you to feel alone. So throw your question out there or respond to this week's newsletter, y'all. And then what I'll do is I will kind of like respond to you privately if you don't want me to kind of put you on blast and all of that. Am I making sense, everybody? All right, good stuff. So the first question that we're going to cover this week is, how do I know if a lead is worth pursuing? How do I know if a lead is worth pursuing? Sometimes you get window shoppers, or sometimes you're placing ads. Maybe you're doing a little Facebook ads, or maybe you're starting to dabble in YouTube ads, or maybe some Google pay-per-click. Maybe you're just putting up posts on your page, and then you're kind of like bird dogging. You're incentivizing other people who have social media pages to put up posts for you. And then you get somebody who responds. The question is, how do I know if this lead is worth some of my invaluable, priceless, infinitely more valuable than money, time? How do I know if they're worth my time, right? Well, here's a question you can ask. Everybody ready? Somebody type this in the comments. It goes like this. Are you looking to start a business now or just in the information gathering stage? Somebody type that in. That's important, y'all. That's important. Everybody with me? Are you looking to start a business now or are you just in the information collecting stage? That's a question. Everybody got that? Everybody caught that one, millionaires? How did that feel to you? Are you looking to start a business now or are you in the information collecting stage? Can somebody type that out for me? That's a big deal right there. That's a big deal. Are you looking to start a business now or are you in the information collecting stage? Appreciate that, Flono. Are you looking to start a business now or are you in the information collecting stage? Is that helpful? I suggest you type it in so that you begin to get that information a little bit more settled into your subconscious mind. I suggest you use your ears, but I also suggest you use your wrist and your fingers and kind of get that thing programmed in your subconscious. All right, while you're typing that in, good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. That's how we know if a lead is worth pursuing. I got another one. I got another question that came in. I'm going to keep them anonymous because I'm assuming y'all wrote in rather than ask them in person because y'all wanted to stay anonymous. So this person said, Mr. Ali, I'm looking to grow my business and this question has been bothering me. Is it better that I focus on building a downline or is it better that I recruit leaders? Is it better that I focus on building a downline or is it better that I recruit leaders? Yeah, JG. JG, check it in. Are you looking to start a business now or are you in the information collecting stage? Is that golden? Yeah, Don Lamar. Is that golden? Yeah, Michelle. All right, but moving on to question number 3. Should I focus on building a downline or recruiting leaders? All right, so should I steal leaders or build leaders? That's the way I always say that. Should I steal leaders or build leaders? Should I steal leaders or build leaders? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm gonna tell you something. Trying to bribe a leader to come with you is a real slippery slope. We've never done that in our company. I don't know what how y'all living out there, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna go with building a leader every time. As long as they're motivated, they want change in their life, and there are 3 things that it takes to be successful in this world of entrepreneurship. One is you need a positive attitude where you're coachable, you're open to new perspectives, you are willing to change when the need for it becomes apparent, because that's the key to coachability. Are you willing to change? Not are you willing to learn? The second one is, am I looking right now for change? So I'm open, I'm coachable, but am I even looking for change? And then the third one is I have skills. If I'm going to be successful, I'm going to need some skills, right? Well, check this out. The third one, I can teach. If the first 2 are in place, we in the house, baby. You hear what I'm saying to you? So why would I go and offer this leader $5 and then they come with me for $5 and really believe that somebody else ain't gonna offer them 6? Is that even possible? Is that even possible that they would come to me for the $5 because they love money that much, but they would be strong enough to withstand the temptation of someone else offering them 6? It's not logical. It's not logical. So what I say is let's build leaders. So what am I looking for in somebody I want to build? Write this down, y'all. 3 different things. One, I want to make sure that they have some kind of center of influence, right? Are they volunteering on somebody's team? Are they in some leadership position at their church? Are they participating in their parent-teacher association? I mean, are they running a committee at work? I mean, are they collecting donations? Y'all have seen me do whole trainings on how to build influence. Does this person have some kind of circle of influence? The second thing I'm looking for, if I'm building a leader, is what I said, a coachable attitude. Coachability is an index, y'all. It's always willing to learn times willing to change. So if somebody's a 10 on willing to learn, ooh, I want to learn this new language. But new language class comes on at the same time as that Kansas City game last night. And then you decide, nah, I ain't going to study. I'm going to watch the game. This is what I always do. I watch the game. Well, you ain't willing to change. So 10 times 0, you still at 0. You get what I mean? Out of a possible 100. That's what we mean by coachability is an index. So I need them to be coachable. I need them to have a little influence. And then I need them to want more out of life. From there, I can build a leader, Jack. I can build a leader. I can take them through the steps. I can take them through the baby steps. I can break that huge elephant down into a bunch of little simple bites. Now that we can do. You know what I mean? And then here's the other thing. You try to steal a leader. Well, why did they leave that company? You know, when you're interviewing people, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't. I've been a boss my whole life, right? Like I've never had a job, so I've done some hiring. And one thing that I always be on the lookout for is when people be talking crap about their old job. You know what I'm saying? So they sitting there in an interview with you and just haranguing their old boss, just putting them through the ringer. Oh, they were scum. You know what I mean? You think I'm about to hire you? So what I'm saying is when you're dealing with these leaders and they talking all this crap about you need to know, why did they quit? Why did they quit? Because if they start talking all this crap about the old company, guess who they're going to be talking crap about soon enough? Guess who else they about to be talking crap about? You know, because they're a blamer. They play the blame game. So all you're doing is lining yourself up in the crosshairs if you decide to work with this person. You know, sometimes there are extenuating circumstances. You know, the sponsor drove their car and wrecked it, or stole their boyfriend or something. You know what I mean? All right, cool. But you need to know this kind of stuff. So I hope that is making sense. Okay, Shakima's in the house learning how to comment. Learning how to comment. I love it. All right. And keep in mind, you can't ask questions here in the comments too, y'all. Everybody with me? Don't do me like that now. You can't ask questions. And here's the other thing. If you're like, where is he getting the questions from? It's because these people have joined the newsletter system. When you put in your info down there, you know, Dear Millionaire, that's the world's first text message system for personal development. And then also we have the world's best newsletter. That newsletter is all about mindset, skill set, and heart set that helps you go further, faster, with less effort. So one part of the newsletter is always dedicated to mindset, these little insights that'll blow your mind. Another part of the newsletter is always dedicated to heart set. It's these dope little quotes. I shouldn't say little quotes. Sometimes we might quote Nikki Giovanni. Sometimes we might quote Thomas Edison. You know what I mean? But it's always going to be a quote that helps you fall more in love with your potential, or fall more in love with your ability to transform your entire life in 12 short months, sometimes 12 short weeks. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, if I can murder somebody and ruin my life overnight, I can do something incredible and improve my life overnight. It's the law of polarity, everybody. Y'all still with me, right? All right. We can change our life overnight. Can somebody type that in? I mean, one day, I was talking to somebody about my business the other day. They was like, is this a get rich quick scheme? I was like, you better hope so. Because you ain't got time to get rich slow. You ain't got time to get rich slow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear me. If you've been working 25 years and you make $40,000 a year, you've made $1 million. But it happened too slow. It happened too slow. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all still with me? Somebody say, you better hope so. When you talk about wealth, y'all, just in the definition, it kind of connotates speed, you know? Wealth kind of means, we always be talking about success loves speed. Think about it. Wealth kind of like means speed. Don't nobody want to get rich slow. What the hell? I learned this when I was a little kid, man. because my friends was working jobs. They'll be working so long, and then they make this couple of dollars. I threw a roller skating party. I threw one roller skating party and made as much as they were making 2 months. The genie was out the bottle. I was like, it's way easier to make a lot of money quickly than it is to make a little money slow. It's a perspective shift. Somebody give me some fire emojis if you hear me. Somebody give me some fire emojis if you feeling me. We've been programmed to head towards self-destruction. We are programmed to be for everything that's against us and against everything that's for us. You hear me? You hear me? It's crazy, but it's true. It's crazy, but it's true, y'all. It's crazy, but it's true. All right, here we go. Next question. What should I go to next? Okay, this was a good one. Somebody was like, if I'm interviewing one of my leaders to see if they have leadership potential, right? If I'm interviewing somebody who they a new member of my team, and I want to see if they have a leadership potential, what's some things I can say to them? What's a question I can ask? Anybody? Anybody? I'm gonna open this up to y'all. She wants to know. He or she wants to know. If I have a new teammate, what is a question I can ask them to see if they have true leadership potential? Let me see it. What y'all got? Okay, while y'all are putting down a couple questions, I'll tell you one trick I always use. Give them a leadership test. Give them a leadership test. Somebody say that in the comments. Leadership test. Leadership test. So what is that? That's when I say, hey, here's a book summary. I want you to read this and get back to me once you're finished. I want you to read this. I want you to take notes. Give me 3 salient points you got out of it. And let's talk again once you're done. I'm not even going to tell them when I want them to reach back out. I'm just going to say, get this done. It's a book summary, right? Or it's an audio, or it's a YouTube video, or it's a pamphlet, or it's a booklet, or maybe it's a whole book. I would kind of lean away from a whole book because we need to be working, not getting ready to get ready. Whole point here ain't to sit and take 2 years and go on sabbatical and read the whole Think and Grow Rich. No, that's not what we're saying. But I do want to see if you're coachable. I do want to see if you're coachable and live in consistent increase. You hear what I'm saying to you? Here's another question you could throw out there. Where do you see yourself in 6 months' time? Where do you see yourself in 6 months' time? How y'all feel about that one? Somebody type that in the comments if you're loving that one. Where do you see yourself in 6 months' time? Is that good? Here's another one. So yeah, really good to meet you. I'm loving your vibrations, right? Like I'm loving your mindset. Tell me this, John Doe. What would it take for you to up and quit? What if you asked them that? What would it take for you to just give up and quit? How about that? Well, I like that, Vonda. What would it take for you to give up and quit? For those that are listening in on the success line, Vonda Lee was like, what are 4 qualities of a good leader? Or if you ask them to define leadership, I like those too. What if I said this? Are you willing to set a good example for your team? What if I asked them a question that got them already perceiving themselves as somebody who can't play the blame game, right? Now, what if I asked them what would it take for them to give up and quit? And they say, well, shit, if I ain't rich by next Tuesday, this ain't for me, baby. All right, glad I asked. You know what I mean? Because this team ain't for you, baby, right? What if they say something like, hey, if this involves sales, right? Or what if they say, if this takes more than 2 weeks? Now you know some things, right? All right, moving right along. Keep the questions coming, y'all. Oh, we out of time. I'm tripping. We out of time, baby. It's time to go do some affirmations. This where I lose y'all when it's affirmation time. Y'all be like, nah, just give me the how to. Y'all don't want to talk about becoming the who is. Y'all just like, tell me how. But let me ask you a question. How come you know all this stuff and you don't do nothing about it? It's because of your self-image. It's because of your self-image. You cannot perform consistently at a level higher than your self-image. So how do we recreate our self-image? Affirmations is one way, y'all. So this is the affirmation line. Call in right now, right now. Let's get it. Call in right now, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Call in right now. Call in right now, right now. All right, and repeat after me. If you're still here, that means you're not calling in. Call in right now. And if it tries to charge you, then text message, call me to the same number, 667-776-1. Text message, call me to the same exact number. All right, let's get it. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me easily and frequently and in all kinds of ways. I was saying these same words when I was sleeping in my car, y'all. If I can transform my entire life, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I have absolute certainty that this can work for you. But you've got to believe. You've got to raise your vibration up to a... Think about it, just in logical terms. If I believe I can possibly win this race next month, am I going to train harder than a person who feels like they got no chance? So let's take it out of all of the esoteric quantum physics side of things. Let's just talk logic. All right, repeat after me. Say it like me. I am so happy and grateful